Hi guys, this is Mr. and Mrs. Lennox. We just wanted to make an informational video for you guys about all the things that are upcoming with the marching band season. We are super excited to see you guys again. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. But we've been getting some guidance from KMEA, Kentucky Music Educators Association, and we've been following the CDC and what our governor says, and KHSAA, who governs sports, and we've talked with our administrators and Mr. Wesley, and as of now, everything is scheduled to go on as planned, but band camp, for those of you who've had it in the past, it might just look a little bit different. So we wanted to kind of go over a few things with you guys on a few changes that we've made, and then that way you guys will kind of know what to expect here in about a month whenever we get back together. So like I said, we're trying to do things business as normal. KMEA is trying to do things business as normal, the best that we can. As far as camp goes, we are still planning on starting pre-band camp on July 13th here at the Alumni Center, but some of the times have changed. We're going to try to stagger some of you guys in so not everybody's moving at the same time. So the first change that you need to know, percussion and color guard, you guys are still here from 8 to 3. Color guard, whenever you get here, you go straight outside. Some of you should already know that. I think maybe Dustin has mentioned that to you all. You're going to stay outside unless you got to come inside and go to the bathroom. But you need to come prepared with your flag, with your water, with your camp clothes, snacks, everything that you need, and you guys are going to be in a designated space outside. So be prepared for that. Percussion, you guys are going to be inside just like normal. You'll come around to the normal band door and be here in the band room, and that's at 8 o'clock, starting on the 13th. Okay, winds. Something's going to change a little bit for you guys. Instead of being here from 9 to 12, we're going to let you guys sleep in a little bit, and you guys aren't going to come in until 1 o'clock.
That was my idea.
Yeah, thank Mr. Lennox
Yes.
for that one. So the 13th from 1 to 4 is when you guys are going to be here. We will break up woodwinds and brass. We'll let you guys know for sure whenever the time's a little bit closer. Woodwinds are probably going to be in our new ensemble room here in the band room, which used to be me and Mr. Lennox's office. So you guys will be able to spread out a little bit in there, and then we can also use little rooms if we need to spread out even more. Brass, you guys are more than likely going to be in the aerobics room.
Or the wrestling room.
Or the wrestling room, depending on how far we need to spread you guys out and what's going on. But we'll be able to tell you guys that whenever it gets closer. Just please monitor your Remind and social media, Google Classroom, all that stuff, and we'll be able to get that information to you guys. So if there's anything weather related going on, color guard, we'll let you guys know if there's anything that changes with you guys being outside and where you'll be meeting and all that kind of stuff. As far as lunch goes, for percussion and guard, since you guys are going to be here from 8 to 3, you need to bring your own lunch that week. And you guys are going to plan to break for lunch around 11:30. That way you guys can get your lunch and everything and all put back together before the winds start showing up. We're trying to keep you guys from crossing paths as much as possible because we're supposed to be socially distancing. So be prepared for that, and please remember to pack your own lunch and snacks and things like that. Anything else that I missed on that bullet point?
Take a bath and brush your teeth before you come.
And use deodorant. Okay, so now that's pre-camp, okay? The next week, starting on the 20th, so the 20th through the 31st, we have our long days for band camp. So right now, that first week and most of that second week, it's going to be 8 to 5 for everyone, just like it's listed on the calendar. Whenever we start moving pit outside, later on in the last week of camp, we're probably going to have to do something a little bit different on how we cross paths. But just a few things for you guys to note. Winds and guard. You are going to come to the Alumni Center. You're going to get dropped off from your vehicle. You are going to go straight to the practice field. Okay? And if you remember, we should have our new practice field lined. It's where the pool used to be, outside in the fence, across from where our current practice field is. So you're going to get dropped off there. You're going to go straight. You're going to have a designated area. You're going to put your stuff down. You need to have your instrument, any music that you need, your sunscreen, your snacks, your water, your lunch, everything that you need. You're going to take with you and put in your little square outside. And we're going to stay outside unless you got to use the bathroom or something happens with the weather and we have to make alternate plans. you need to remember to always socially distance the whole time that you're out there, okay? So you're not going to come in the building at all that morning. Stay away from percussion. They'll be coming in here as normal. Winds and guard, you guys will be out on the practice field. Do you need to say something?
Well, you might say this later, but the only reason you would come inside is if you gotta pee or poop. And then it's only one at a time in the bathroom. But we'll discuss that in more detail in a minute.
Yeah, and always distance whenever you're moving. 6 feet. Very, very important. Okay, so lunches, because of CDC guidelines and things like that, we usually like to provide you guys with lunches, or we have awesome parents and businesses in the past that have always donated enough lunches for us. But this year, unfortunately, just because of everything going on, you guys are going to have to be responsible for bringing your own sack lunches. So please plan for that now. Like I said, we've got about a month. Plan for that now. And if for some issue, some reason, you cannot handle that, there's nothing to be ashamed of or embarrassed about. But if you need help with that, just let me know as soon as you can. And we'll make sure that everybody eats. But I need you guys to try to bring all of your own stuff so we're not doing buffet style, touching all over everybody's stuff and, being in close proximity like we usually are. So help me out with that. Tell your parents now. You guys plan for it now. Also, you need to make sure that you have a water bottle that can get you through the day, because we don't need to be coming in and out of the buildings, every couple hours to fill up our waters, and we can't do our water jugs or any kind of communal coolers or anything like that. So great big water jugs you get sporting goods stores, or bring like a whole gallon that's filled up of water or whatever.
It's
not going to cut it.
Not adequate.
If you're going to bring something like this, you should probably bring a handful of them. Because that's not going to get you through the full day. You guys know how hot it gets out there. We don't want people dehydrated. So do me a favor, start looking for water bottles now. I think you probably find them pretty cheap on Amazon. Baxter's isn't adequate either. So do that for me. Big water bottle, enough to get you through the day. Our vending machines are going to be off limits. So don't think that you can just run in and grab a Sprite or something. Bring your water. Have plenty of water ready to go. Over plan. We don't want people getting sick. But don't plan on using the vending machines, okay?
Yeah, so Hunter, you can't come in and get your honey buns or that other weird thing that you used to get out of the vending machine. Okay, so bring your own breakfast if you need that to get your day going.
So that'll be for the last 2 weeks, the 20th and then the 27th, those 2 weeks. Plan on doing that. And again, everybody's camp that day, those days are 8 to 5. Okay. So the parent performance. This is kind of a bummer because I always look forward to the parent performance. It's one of the best parts of camp because we get to show everybody what we've been working on so hard in the heat and blood, sweat, and tears for 3 weeks. But because of CDC guidelines right now, it's looking like our parent performance is not going to happen live in person. We're going to try to do something maybe digitally where we can pre-record and post that somewhere where everybody can still see what you guys do because it's, you guys work so hard to put that together. But as of now, there's not going to be an in-parent performance or our little cookout that we've done or potluck that we've done the last couple of years. So kind of put that in the back of your mind too. If something crazy happens and we decide that we're going to try to put it on again, we'll try to get you guys lots of updates about that and keep you updated. But as of now, that's not going to happen. So after rehearsals, we've talked about pre-camp, camp, parent performance, and what you guys are going to do when you get here. Go straight to your practice area. After rehearsals, it's recommended that you guys get straight in your vehicles with all your stuff, your instruments, your music, your water bottles, everything. Everything goes home with you. Whenever you get home, I can't govern this. I'm not going to be calling your parents, but what CDC recommends and what KMEA recommends is that you go home after your rehearsals, you immediately shower, and take the clothes that you were wearing that day and put them in the washer. Now that's not always real practical with laundry, but if you can't put the clothes directly in the washer and get them washed, at least put them in a bag sealed up where it's not, just sprawled out all over your floor and you're touching it every, few minutes. Okay, because any kind of germs that are on that, you want to get that off. So that's the guidance. You get straight in your car, go home, take care of what you need to take care of. So try to plan to do that. And then I think that's basically all right now for rehearsals. We're going to talk about masks and stuff here in just a minute. I know that some of you guys are going to be asking about contests and football games. And like I said, we've been monitoring KHSAA and what KMEA says. We've been trying to align all of our guidance with what football's going to do and what tennis is going to do, you know, all that stuff. So right now, the short answer is we don't know. But KMEA is trying its hardest to have some kind of normal contest season for you guys, because it's important and we don't want you guys to miss that. We want you guys to have the experience of some kind of marching season. It's important. But there are some discussions right now happening with the governing body, and they have a committee that's coming together and discussing how to do that. So contests also might look a little bit different. The best I can tell you is whenever we receive guidance for that, we will let you know as soon as we know. There was a concern about travel capacity on school buses not too long ago, but the CDC actually, I think, has released that now we can travel on school buses at full capacity. That was going to be a little issue for us as far as money went, if we were going to have to take, 3 buses or something. But now they came back and said that as long as everybody's wearing a mask, we should be good on full capacity. So that's good news for us as far as travel goes. So more information will be released on that later, and we'll let you know as soon as we know. Okay? So that's the bulk of it. These last couple of things I'm going to talk about are just things in general that you should always be doing, whether we're in rehearsal, on the school bus, traveling, at school, at a contest.
It's not water.
These are all things that you should be practicing whenever you're out of your home, okay? So number 1, you need to get your own mask and bring it with you. You can get these little cool cloth ones. I found these at Magic Monograms. They're super cute. They're not very thick, but it gets the job done. And then Mr. Lennox has one that's a little bit thicker. You can get all kinds of cute ones or whatever, but you need to be in charge of bringing your own mask, okay?
I've got some that I'm going to order that they kind of look like this, but they have a zipper that goes across here. So then I can unzip and give them a drink and zip it back, or, sorry, I'm having problems. I can unzip and play my trumpet and then zip it back when I'm done. She hasn't let me buy them yet,
no.
But
So, masks, important. So obviously whenever you're playing, you're not going to be wearing your mask. But anytime that you are traveling back and forth or we're not playing, you should put on a mask, okay? That's something that you need to have. You need to be responsible for that. Maintain your 6-foot distance. Even whenever you come into the bathroom, if there's someone in the restroom, wait outside until they do their business, leave, and then you go in. Okay, if there's a crowd, stand far apart, don't get all up on each other, and that kind of thing.
I got this at Kroger.
Yeah, it
you
was
can get little packages.
It's like $5 or something. So maintain your social distance. Wash your hands and sanitize your hands. We're going to try to up our sanitation and have some, bottles like almost everywhere you turn. And percussion, we're going to have to discuss a little bit about, sharing mallets and sticks and that kind of thing, like how we're going to take care of that. And let's see, do not share any of your food. I know how y'all are. We're kind of like a family, and hey, taste this. Hey, take a drink of this. I'm thirsty. I don't have anything. And that day's gone. Don't share food, drinks, clothes. You're probably going to be assigned like your own music stand that you're going to have to keep up with. Don't share mouthpieces.
It's another one for Hunter and Lily. So, Lily, you can't make up concoctions of random food things and pay Hunter like $1 to eat it or drink it. Although very entertaining, doesn't quite match our guidelines this year. So we'll have to table that for maybe next year. And then we can watch Hunter eat and drink disgusting things.
All right. So those are the big things that you should always be thinking about anytime that you're out of the house. And guys, just know that we're really super excited to see you again and get back to some kind of normal. We're saying this right now. Tomorrow, all this could change. It could change next week. It could change next month. It could change in September. So just be prepared. Pay attention to your social media that we have, and Remind and Facebook and all that stuff. We'll get information out to you guys that you need to know. And we're just kind of asking you to trust us to make sure that you guys know what you need to know. Okay. Right now, we're trucking on like normal. We've been working on things and getting everything ready. And the biggest thing too is if you have any questions or concerns about anything, reach out to us and let me know. And we'll work on whatever your all's concerns are, questions, and we'll try to find some kind of answer and solution. Because like I said earlier, our main goal is to have some kind of normal season for you guys. So let us know if you need anything in the next month, or if you think of something that we haven't discussed you think is really, really important. Just shoot me a message, let me know. Parents, same thing. And we'll try to keep you guys updated as we go on. So unless Mr. Lennox has anything else.
Yeah, sign up for the new Google Classroom, and you'll see we've been posting the warm-up packet. I've been making play-along videos so that you can play along with those things, and I've got them at different tempos for the harder excerpts, so you can practice slow. Start doing that before, like go ahead and start now, so you can be a little bit ahead of the game from when camp starts, and then also be watching for when we finally get the show music ready, and we'll post that on there, and then we'll start posting some play-alongs for that as well.
All right. Well, guys, let us know if you have any questions. We miss you a lot. Can't wait to see you. And we'll talk to you soon. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.